Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be demonstrating one of my most favorite eyeshadow looks. First thing that I always do when I do my eyeshadow is I prime my eyes. And I love to use my Mascara Beauty Stay Setting Spray on my eyelids. You always want to shake your setting spray really well. I use a beauty blender. This is our Perfector Sponge. And I just dab it on my eyes, like so. And this is going to leave a nice, I don't want to say sticky canvas, but just a nice like base canvas for your eyeshadow. Now, the next thing that I do is I actually use concealer on my eyelid before I place any powder shadow at all. And this is really important because it helps to just make everything smooth, and the setting spray will allow this to stick to your eyelids really, really well and leave just a really smooth area for your powder shadows to adhere to. So you can definitely use any concealer that you want. You could even use the Mascara Beauty 3D foundations as the primer. Right now I am just using a MAC concealer until it runs out, and then I will be using my Mascara Beauty. And I just use a brush and I just go and paint this on. And you go all the way up to your eyebrows. Just like so. And then you're gonna take your beauty blender. Now make sure it is damp. You don't want it wet, you don't want it dry, you just want it damp. So it's nice and cushiony and it has a little bit of moisture in there, so it's not smearing your makeup, but it's also not taking it away. So I just go in and I just dab. And you do not need the setting spray on at this point. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick funny little story that happened to me this morning as I'm getting ready to do this video. And I'm like, you know what? I just got this new tanning gel and it has like rave reviews. So I was super excited to use it. And I, did everything you're supposed to do. Exfoliate by shaving. I had showered, my skin was clean, it was smooth. Put it on. It was like super streaky and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, it's a gel, it'll smooth out, it'll dry. So I'm sitting here like doing my hair and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's still not dry, it's still not sticky. And I start sweating, you guys. Like, it's summertime right now and I was sweating. And oh my goodness, it was like literally dripping off my body. So I waited like even longer, and yeah, it was not ever drying on me. I was so sad. I ended up taking a towel and like dabbing it on my body because yeah, it just wasn't drying. I don't know. I guess I just won't be using that again. Okay, quick little funny story. Okay, so I am going to be using all the shadows that you see in this palette. So our shadows are the smaller squares that you see. And I'm going to start with a must-have. If you're gonna have any eyeshadows in your arsenal, you need to have this one right here. And this is Cupcake. And this is my base powder I put on. I know I put on a lot of bases, but it's so important that you do this so that your eyeshadows blend and they glide on really, really nicely. So I just go in, just kind of swirl it around, and I take my fluffy brush and you just put it all over your eye. I go, just like with my concealer, I go all the way up to my eyebrow. Now you guys, I'm sure you guys can see, I have like no other face makeup on. I have not done the rest of my makeup because I like to do my eyes first. And the reason that I like to do my eyes first is because if you have any fallout, which is typical with powder eyeshadows, it's kind of inevitable, there's no getting around it, I'm not messing up my fresh makeup that I just put on my face. Because then it's like, you're doing double the work. So then you gotta go back in and fix it. And no, I'm okay. Like, time is of the essence. Time's important. I don't got time to be touching everything up again, okay? All right, so got that on. Just a nice light color. It's like pretty much the same color as my skin tone, but it works perfectly for my look. I'm going to take this color right here, and this is called Lullaby. I love this color. It's kind of a, like a purple mauve, real light color. And I just put it in the crease of my eyes, like so. And you do kind of like the windshield wiper motion where you just go back and forth. And I kind of swirl it and blend it into the outer corner of my eye here. Now these eyeshadows are buildable, so I can actually put more on to make it darker. But this is about the shade that I want for this look. Now I absolutely love these eyeshadows. They're just like amazing. And they blend so well. I've never had eyeshadows blend this well, you guys. I'll be honest, this is what actually got me hooked on mascara beauty makeup. Was the first thing I tried was the eyeshadows. And I'm like, holy New York cannoli. Like, these things are amazing. And if only you could see my toolbox that I have under my sink. It's a literal toolbox, okay, full of makeup. The majority of it are eyeshadows. I have almost every brand you can think of. At least I've used it or I have it, and I have yet to find eyeshadows that blend this well. Just FYI. Okay. So the next color I have to cheat here. The next color I'm going to use is this one, and it's called You Complete Me. And this one's kind of it's in the purple tones again, kind of like a coppery purple, I think is like the best way to describe it. And it's shimmery. So Lullaby and Cupcake were both matte colors. This is going to be a nice, beautiful, shimmery color. I don't know if you guys can see that on my brush. I should have been swatching these for you guys. So Lullaby is super light. So I'm just gonna show you Lullaby. As you can see, it's really, really light. It's the same color as my skin, so you probably can barely see that. Now that was Cupcake. Cupcake is like the same color as my skin. So you probably can barely see it. I can barely see it. Okay, so this is Lullaby. And as you can see, it's kind of like a mauvey purple. It's beautiful. And you can see it on my eyes. I know it looks kind of weird right now because I don't have much on. So now here is You Complete Me. You guys ready for this? Oh snap. Okay. I'm just gonna put You Complete Me on the outer corners of my eye. And I like to use a bit of a denser brush for this outer corner of my eye here, just because it holds the shadow on better than like a fluffy brush. And it helps to give a more concentrated application. And of course, like I've said before, our eyeshadows are buildable. All of our makeup is buildable. So you can just go back in and do more, and it just makes it a little bit more vibrant. And I kind of go into my crease a little bit, just to help with the blending of the colors. So now the next color I'm going to go to is this one. And this is called Soulmate. And I love this color, you guys. Okay. Think of my soulmate, okay? And it is this color right here. So it's like a peachy, rosy, champagne, shimmery color all in one, okay? So I'm gonna show it to you guys here, swatch. So if you guys can see how beautiful that is. And you guys can see so obviously Cupcake was up here, you can't really see it. Lullaby, You Complete Me, and Soulmate. Perfect date night eyeshadows, obviously, just by the names of them. Okay, so this one is going to go onto, looking for my brush. This one's gonna go onto the inner corners of my eyes. And I'm just gonna use a smaller brush like this, and I'm just gonna pack it on. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but it blends itself. with my other eyeshadows, I would always do like a cut crease. So I would actually apply a concealer on this area of my eye, the inner corner, just to block it out, to get rid of any excess shadow that was in that area. And I would then apply my shimmery color, like this color, like Soulmate, on top of that concealer, just so that for one, it would stay, and for two, it made it more vibrant. But I don't need to even do that. So that saves a whole step, because these shadows, like, they stay. Like, if you guys can see, you can see it. Like, it's not like it disappears into my skin. And I'm not even having to really do a bunch of blending to get it to actually look how it's supposed to look. I'm just gonna take my finger and just blend just a tad. Sometimes your fingers are your best tools. Like, who would have thought? Okay. Now I am going to take my big fluffy brush that I used for cupcake, and I just kind of go in, blend it all together so I don't have any harsh lines. And then I'm going to take this brush. And this is our eyeshadow everything brush. And if I haven't, or you haven't seen before, all of Mascara Beauty's brushes are double-ended. So it's two brushes in one. This is a nice kind of fluffy one, perfect for cupcake or even for your crease color. And then you have a denser kind of tapered end, which is great to do the outer corners, to do under your lash line. I am going to do a little tiny bit on the very outer corners of my eyes though, with this color right here, and this is Philly. And this is just going to go in like a V, the very outer corners, and that's just going to add a little bit of depth into my eye. Not much, I don't do a lot. I don't want that color too much in there. I don't want to take away from the You Complete Me color. So it just kind of adds an extra little bit of shadowing and depth on your eye. Then I am going to go back and use Lullaby again. So again, this color here, go under my eyelids, under my bottom lash line, and connect it to the outer corner of my eye. Okay, so now I am going to do my eyeliner. So you always want to do your eyeliner. Got my eyeliner done. I'm just gonna kind of clean it up with a wet Q-tip. And then for the mascara. Now, I am actually going to be doing false eyelashes today. And guys, I am not a good false eyelash person at like putting them on, but I'm gonna attempt this. So I am gonna put a little bit of mascara on my upper lashes, just so that they blend with the false eyelashes. I am loving the look so far. I have my eyelash kit, you guys. So these are actually magnetic eyelashes, and if you've never used these, it's really weird. I'm not gonna lie, like I am totally open with you guys. I will tell you exactly how I'm feeling about things. I did them once, and yeah, they're interesting. But I'm going to try them again just because, you know, for the day. And I'm trying to decide how dramatic I want to go. So last time I went middle ground and wore these ones right here. So I'm trying to figure out, like, do I want to go more dramatic? Dropping eyelashes. Okay, we're just gonna go with this. So magnetic ones, if you've never used them, you use an eyeliner, which I know I've already applied an eyeliner, but I'm just gonna apply this over top of my other one. But this eyeliner is actually what has like the magneticism or whatever in it that the eyelashes have little magnets on them. If you guys, you can zoom in, I don't know. you can see there's like little magnets on them. So it like sits on there and it stays. If I'm doing this completely wrong, please message me. And while you're watching, just hit that subscribe button, please. And that way you're able to see when I upload new videos, like this one, and you can have fun with me, trying new things. False eyelashes and me are kind of like, I don't know, not like very good friends. But I mean, hey, I don't know. What do you guys think? Did I do okay? Do you guys have like an eye that's like easier to do than the other ones? Like, look at, totally messed up my makeup. Nope, 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 this is not working for me. If this video does not make you guys laugh, then I don't know what kind of sense of humor you have. Because, like, I feel like it's like too low. Like I can see it. This is why I don't do false eyelashes, you guys. Like I told you, they're not my friend. If you guys have like any tips on how to put them on correctly, please send help. Anyway, that one worked out. As you guys can see though, this is the look. Now, can any of your eyeshadows blend that well and that easily? Let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, well that's all I have. We can end on a laugh. Anyways, have a good one. I'll see you guys next time.